Ah, hi, it's Eric. What a day. I have been trying to get some videos done, and right now I'm currently in a place called Lake Danao in the Philippines. And in a few days I'll be in Taipei. Um, but I was trying to get some videos done, and I happened to pick a place that I've been to many times before in the past, and there have been few people. But today this has just been lots and lots and lots of people. So if I seem flustered, it's only because of the fact that I have been trying. Is like to talk about oppression is like because you said yes to the question that you have felt or feel oppressed, and I had all these things I wanted to share, but each time I start to want to talk to you, um, a group of people come and want to have their pictures taken because it's beautiful around here. It really is beautiful. I probably should just give you, since this isn't going the way I want it to, just a little view. Just a little view. You can see that, and I'm on the second level of a deck right now. But you can see how beautiful it is. It's absolutely breathtaking, even though it's been rainy today and cloudy. It still is quite breathtaking, beautiful. And anyway, so I have been trying very diligently to talk about oppression, but I have no oppressive feelings inside of me to talk about oppression, which is probably good. Is like because the bottom line is oppression sucks, and people do things is like to step on you, to make you feel less than, to make you feel undervalued, and maybe I just need to be feeling as powerful and strong as I normally do, even when talking about this very serious topic, because nobody wants to be oppressed. No one wants to be put down. No one wants to be made small. No one wants to be made less than. No one wants to feel like everything is against them and stopping them. And normally for stupid reasons. It could be for the color of your skin, because if you're a woman, because of your age, because you're different. The bottom line is, in some way, in some form, you are different from those around, or you intimidate those around, or you're not understood by those around you. And so they go out of their way to make you feel small, less than, weak, powerless, because they don't understand you. They don't know you. They don't know the value that you bring. They don't know who you are. If they actually knew who you are, they wouldn't have the audacity to even try to oppress you. And for those of us who've allowed ourselves to feel oppressed, it was only because we didn't know who we were. So we allowed ourselves to feel small. We allowed ourselves to feel insignificant. We allowed ourselves to feel less than. I've been there. I'm a person of color, okay? No matter what ethnicity you think I am, I have been oppressed for the color of my skin. I have been oppressed for being a big person. I have been stereotyped, labeled, as like put into every box you can imagine that's unpleasant. And I've hurt, and I felt sad, and I felt pain, and I felt misunderstood, and I felt life is unfair, and I felt how uncool people are. And I've wanted to be angry, and I've wanted to yell and scream and shout, and I've wanted to curse, and I've wanted to cry, and I've wanted to kill myself at times. Yeah, that's right. There have been times I actually really wanted to take my life. Not because I was so depressed and didn't think that things would get better. Honestly, there are times that I actually believed that life would get better. I just didn't want to deal with the pain anymore. I didn't want to deal with the pain anymore. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. There was a movie that Tom Hanks was in called The Green Mile. And I can't remember the African American actor, the big, strong African American character, and what his name was. But the actor has passed away since that movie. But anyway, there's a scene in that movie where, Tom Hanks is really a really great guy. Just like you are probably a really great person. And so all of us are great people to a certain extent, even with our strengths or our weaknesses. Deep down inside, we're all really great people. So you're probably a really great person. Understood or misunderstood. But anyway, Tom Hanks was worried because this guy who was definitely misunderstood, and he was oppressed because of the color of his skin. And by the way, just because I'm a person of color, this is not a racial thing. This is not an ethnic conversation, okay? Oppression is not about race. Oppression is being oppressed, regardless. And there are many reasons to oppress. I just happen to be a person of color, so please don't put me in a box and think I'm talking about racism, even though that is applicable as well. Anyway, this young man this man is like has definitely been stereotyped. He actually is like an angel. He actually tries to save people, but because he was a black man and there were two young girls involved, is like that had been brutally is like abused and mistreated and raped and killed, and he was trying to use his power to bring them to life, bring them back to life when he was discovered by is like the whites in the South is like with their hound dogs, and they just assumed that he killed these two sweet innocent little girls, and he was on death row. He was found guilty and was on death row. Anyway, in the movie, he does a lot. If you've seen the movie, you know what happens. You know that he did a lot of great things, and Tom Hanks was suffering from some problems, and Tom Hanks discovered that wow, this guy really is like an angel, literally like an angel. And when it came closer and closer to the time for him to be put to death, Tom was like feeling like really scared because it's like, and he comes to the prisoner and he says, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to let you go? Do you want me to set you free? It's like, what do you want me to do? Because I'm scared to death that if I allow you to be executed, God is going to ask me on the day of judgment, why did you kill one of my angels? And I'm just not ready to answer that question. And the point I'm getting at is what he said, what the prisoner said. I'm sorry I can't remember his name. But what he said was this. He said that, boss, no, I'm tired. I'm tired of all the hate. I'm tired of all the pain. I'm tired of all the ugliness. It's like glass inside my head. It's like I'm tired of just all the evil and the ugliness in this world. You can probably relate to that. Relate to all the evil and the ugliness and the horrible things that people have said and done to you. I know I can. And it was for those reasons that he said, no, go ahead. I just want to rest. And it was because I was feeling like that. That's why I wanted to die. I didn't want to die because I didn't think it would ever get better. I knew it would get better. It's like, there's always a rainbow. It's like there's always a silver lining. It's like there's always another day. I was just tired of all the pain and the ugliness. So yeah, there were times I actually wish I was dead too. But in spite of all that, I didn't stop there. For me, I was lucky. There's something greater inside of me that just says that as much as I want to quit, and as much as I'm tired, and as much as I'm frustrated at things, there's something inside of me that just doesn't want to quit and doesn't want to give up and knows that I have something still to give. I don't know how tired you are, and I don't know if you want to give up, and I don't know if you know that you have something still to give, but I believe you do, and I don't believe that you're that tired or you wouldn't be watching this video and you wouldn't be trying to figure out who you are. I have overcome that sense of oppression in different spheres, in different ways. I can't tell you there's one pill that fixes all things when it comes to dealing with oppression. It's like, why is it that there are some people in the Nazi is like concentration camps that in spite of everything that was going on around them, were able to forgive the Germans and were able to keep their spirits up? Why is there an Anne Frank in reference to like Anne Frank's diary? Why are there people, it's like, who in spite of everything that are going on, can continue to remember to see the good in humanity? I don't know, but I'll tell you that there's a secret there, and that's just it. In spite of the evil and the bad things that people do, there really is still something beautiful about humanity and about people. And that when you begin to quit seeing people for what they're doing and what they're trying to do to you, because it's that they're trying to, you're never truly oppressed because they can't oppress your mind. They can't oppress your spirit. They can't force you to make choices that you don't choose in most scenarios. So you have the freedom to have compassion. You have the freedom to forgive. You have the freedom to understand that the issue is not you. The issue is them. The issue is how they see the world. The issue is their fear. The issue is their lack of understanding. The issue is their indifference. The issue is they don't see how you're all, or how we are all, interdependent and interconnected. And what they do to you or what they do to others, they're also doing to themselves. I don't know if you've thought about that. I don't know if you've clearly understood that the issue has never been about you. The issue is about how others see you. And you have no control over that. My promise to you, if you decide to go on this journey with me, is to not only stand there and to listen to you express what you felt, what you've been through, so I can understand you. I want to feel you. I want to understand you to the best of my ability. So then I can have the insight to draw from my own experiences, to draw from my training, to draw from my education, to draw from my spirituality, to draw from everything that makes me who I am, and to be able to pour it into you so that you can see it from a different perspective and begin to heal. So it's not a hindrance in you being who you really are and not who you were falsely labeled. There's so much more. If you're feeling small, if you feel broken down, if you still feel trapped or you still feel hindered in ways, is like by the labels that have been placed upon you, then you don't know how big you really are. You just don't. You don't know how much potential you really have. You don't know what you have inside to explode, literally explode upon the world. You know? But I know every human being has that potential. And I spend my life helping unlock people and helping people find that potential, helping people find that possibility, helping people believe again, helping people know who they really are. Help wash away the crap that's been dumped upon you or that you've allowed to be dumped upon you, and be confident in being who you are. And if I haven't been clear enough, that's what I want to do for you. That's my heart's desire. That's my passion. That's what I want to do for you. If you take this walk with me, not only will you know who you are when we're done, but you'll feel a hell of a lot better as well. You take care. Bye.